This is the story of Joe Millionaire. A person pretends to be someone they're not in order to discover what is truly in someone else's heart.
Most fairy tales have a happy ending, but in the crowded reality TV landscape, nothing cuts through like a plot twist, and Joe Millionaire has one of the biggest.
We went to the casting call for a reality TV show that they were calling The Big Choice.
We knew it was a dating show. That's all we knew.
It was basically going on a vacation for a month.
It was very exciting. It was very fun.
Oh my God! This is a fairy tale. Oh my. We would be meeting Evan.
His life changed when he inherited almost $50 million.
Then, the Prince Charming arrives on a horse.
It was just super exciting.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh my God. Everybody enjoying themselves?
Just felt like, I don't know, going to camp with the girls initially.
The secret behind this particular show, however, opens the door to all kinds of manipulation.
Pretty quickly, it got weird.
They would film in every corner. It became clear we should trust no one. These men had a key to my room, and they could enter anytime. They're with us.
20 women are getting catfished, and the audience is in on the charade.
Evan Marriott, I'm 28, and my hometown is Virginia Beach, Virginia.
From the very beginning, we were looking for Joe. He was going to have to pretend and play off that he was a millionaire.
But we're gonna frame it like it's a fairy tale.
Fairy tale come true.
Fairy tale. Fairy tale.
Fairy tale.
Fairy tale.
So the audience becomes complicit in the humiliation.
Don't think there's anything that could have prepared me for what would follow.
The result? A finale watched by more than 40 million. The cost? Total humiliation on a national scale.
It just felt dirty. It felt like the joke's on us.
Yeah, I couldn't tell anybody how it really went down.
We're in trouble.
It's a journey. It's a fairy tale.
Before some of Joe Millionaire's cast have even left France, the reality of what's about to transpire comes to light.
We were on a train ride to Paris, to go to the airport. And the producer of the show had informed us that she would be letting the other women know when the show would be airing and that the show would be called Joe Millionaire. I was surprised. I thought I was on a show called The Big Choice. I get a phone call. It was an LA number, and I answer it, and there was a man on the other end, and he explained that he was an editor and that he was sorry. And he's like, I really can't talk about it. I have to go. I'm like, no. Like, what is gonna happen?
It was Thanksgiving Day. I was having dinner with my family, and somebody shouted from the TV room that they thought they just saw me on TV, and so we all went running, and we had gotten no heads up as this promo airs, and the first thing it says is 20 gold diggers go to France. And I was livid.
Meeting 20 women who've traveled to a chateau in France to compete for his heart. Why? They think he's worth $50 million.
They're gonna make us all look like gold diggers.
The show debuts on Fox in January 2003, and that's when the hammer drops.
Once, there was an average Joe who made a humble living by simply moving dirt. What will happen when this average Joe is transformed into a multi-millionaire?
This is about all of America seeing 20 girls misled into thinking some guy's a millionaire and jet setting them all over the world.
It just felt dirty a little bit. It felt like the joke's on us. It was disappointing that they wanted to, premise a show that the women were gold diggers when that's not what we signed up for. It was disheartening and manipulative.
Certainly in the beginning, a lot of us felt some camaraderie with the people who were interviewing us. It became just kind of pretty obvious that they weren't on our side.
Continental breakfast is horse.
Week to week, the cast discovered just how far removed their experience of filming was to how it's edited, especially in the depiction of the two finalists.
They presented Zora as the good girl, the heart of gold.
Zora was definitely looked at as the princess. I think that she definitely filled that role.
Working with the elderly is very fulfilling work. I call it my heart work.
You know, they had a month's worth of footage to make any one person look any way they wanted, as evidenced by some things that they did to Sarah Kozer.
We're sneaking up. Of course they're gonna follow us.
I looked around, it was just Sarah and I was like, God, thank God we're by ourselves. And that's kind of when everything kind of kicked into a different gear, and it started to get a little more intimate.
Sarah was unfortunately made to suffer the indignity of being the victim of one of the most outrageous and notorious incidents of frankenbiting in the history of reality television.
Keep that low down.
Frankenbite editing is a process by which video editors can take different clips of audio and visual behavior to make it seem like you might have said something you never said. And the way they did this was a master class in visual and storytelling manipulation.
They made it look like she gave him head in the woods.
We were just so set up. You know, like you're going into a situation where you don't know much, but what we were told was like Sex in the City in France, 20 single educated women. I mean, I have a degree in women's studies. They had women producers telling me, oh, nothing disparaging. It's going to be like, we're sick of all this trash TV. We want something from a female viewpoint.
Fox is sick of trash TV.
I started to feel guilty for deceiving the women that we cast. And I remember calling my mom and talking to her, and I was crying, and I was like, Mom, this is not what I signed up for.